Making headlines, President Dr. Mohammad Muiz sends Independence Day greetings to the people of Maldives. Vice President Hussein Mohammad Latif underscores the crucial importance of preserving independence to effectively address the needs and aspirations of the citizens. And the Maldives Immigration, in collaboration with the Maldives Police Service, detains 16 immigrants working illegally in the Maldives.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to PSM News in English with me, Hafiz Abdusattar. And now the news in detail. President Dr. Mohammad Muiz sends Independence Day greetings to the people of Maldives. Taken to social media, the president expressed hope that the noble blessing of freedom of the country will always be maintained. The Maldives is celebrating its 59th Independence Day. The President is scheduled to address the nation at the official Independence Day function to be held at the Social Center. The ceremony will also see President Muiz presenting the National Award for Public Service to 138 recipients. The National Award for Public Service nominations were selected by the National Awards Committee, which was appointed by the President. The President recommended 70 individuals who have served the state for more than 43 years to the National Awards Committee. Vice President Hussein Mohammad Latif underscores the crucial importance of preserving independence to effectively address the needs and aspirations of the citizens. The statement was made by the Vice President in the social media post commemorating the 59th Independence Day of the nation. In his message, Vice President Latif acknowledged the resolute efforts of past generations who valiantly defended the nation's independence whenever it was threatened throughout its history. The Vice President expressed profound gratitude and respect for their bravery. He also urged all individuals to support the initiatives of President Dr. Mohammad Muiz, which are designed to strengthen societal cohesion and unity. Concluding his message, the Vice President prayed that the Maldives will continue to thrive as an independent state with a promising future. Vice President Hussein Mohammad Latif meets with the Maldivian contingent participating in the Paris 2024 Olympics and encourages them. During the meeting, the Vice President noted that the government attaches great importance to the development of sports and encouraged the Maldivian athletes participating in the Olympics. This year, 5 Maldivians will compete in the Paris 2024 Olympics, marking the country's highest level of participation. Vice President Hussein Mohammad Latif departed to Paris on July 24th to attend the opening ceremony of the Paris 2024 Olympics on the invitation of the French government and International Olympic Committee. In addition to this, he will also attend the respective competitions of the Maldivian athletes. The Independence Day of the Maldives, observed annually on July 26, marks the day, the 1965, when the Maldives gained independence from British colonial rule, which had begun in 1887. This year marks the 59th anniversary of this significant event.
Independence is crucial for addressing the needs and aspirations of a nation's citizens. Every time the independence of the Maldives was threatened, it was due to the betrayal of some local individuals or because of the lack of social unity. The independence observed in the Maldives today is the result of the bravery and the patriotism instilled in the hearts of the ancestors. According to local historians, significant conflicts occurred between two prominent families, the Kakage and Atirige, during the late 1800s. These conflicts arose due to the unhealthy competition between the two families to secure the seat of the Prime Minister. These conflicts were driven by intense competition for the position of Prime Minister, which led to various issues including economic losses affecting businesses as well. The British Empire, observing these internal struggles, sought to place the Maldives under its protectorate. Historians believe that the primary reason for the interest was because the British believed that Maldives would seek the protection of a colonial power other than the British if their internal affairs worsened. Although the Maldives was never formally colonized like other British territories, it was placed under British protection in 1887, with the British agreeing not to interfere in the Maldives' internal affairs. However, tensions arose when the British began to breach this agreement. Talks on the Maldives pursuing their own independence commenced, leading to freedom from the British on July 26, 1965. The agreements pertaining to the independence of the Maldives were signed by then Prime Minister Ibrahim Nasser and then Ambassador of the United Kingdom to the Maldives, Michael Walker. Since the Maldives gained its independence, the Independence Day is celebrated vibrantly with several activities. This includes a flag hoisting ceremony, parades, and cultural activities and shows as well. The story behind the independence of the Maldives underscores the crucial importance of unity and strong societal ties. The independence and sovereignty of the nation will remain if all individuals from the president and the residents ensure that patriotism is instilled in their hearts. Dependency on external powers can jeopardize national independence. The current president of the Maldives, Dr. Mohamed Muiz, is an exemplary individual who prioritizes the nation's needs above all. When the president assumed office, the nation was in a poor situation in terms of finance and economic growth. Residents were also concerned regarding the foreign military troops operating within various areas of the nation at the time. During an address during a campaign event for the first round of the presidential election in 2023, President Dr. Muiz highlighted that currently the independence of the Maldives was only a paper and not implemented. He raised concerns over the issue and urged all individuals to ensure that they always prioritize what is important for the nation rather than their own needs. Following his election as the president, he outlined his vision to eliminate internal divisions and promote unity. Since assuming office, President Muiz has implemented strategic measures to safeguard the nation's independence. Notably, he ordered the withdrawal of 76 foreign military personnel and introduced an air ambulance service to aid in emergency medical evacuations. Additionally, he established the first Air Corps of the Maldives National Defense Force (MNDF) and deployed 3 UAV drones, significantly enhancing the nation's military capabilities.
Minister of Cities, Local Government and Public Works Adam Sharif Umar states that President Dr. Mohamed Muiz prioritizes the wants of the people. He made the remarks following the president's statement affirming that charging tolls for bridge usage is not part of his administration's policies.
Noting that the president prioritizes the wants and needs of the people, Adam Sharif stressed that this policy of the president will greatly facilitate the strengthening of the government systems as requested by the people. He added that the public will be empowered and the democratic system will be strengthened if the current system of governance is allowed to continue for a sustainable period. Taken to social media, President Muiz assured that his policies does not include charging tolls for bridge usage and clarified that the commission of a technical level research on charging tolls for bridge usage was included within the Male Fahi program to provide an advisory opinion. Furthermore, President Muiz detailed that even if the technical level research suggests charging tolls for bridge usage, such a decision would not be implemented prior to first developing the roads of the Male city, resolving the parking issues, and improving the economic situation of the people and the nation to an acceptable level.
Ministry of Climate Change, Environment and Energy enters an agreement with a Chinese company, Sino Solar Hybrid Technology Company Limited, pertaining to the development and management of the solar PV systems established in the Maldives. The agreement was signed by Minister of Climate Change, Environment and Energy, Tariq Ibrahim, and the Deputy General Manager of the Chinese company.
Providing insight on the agreement, the ministry disclosed that the solar PV hybrid systems in 20 islands across the nation will be enhanced along with the establishment of energy management systems. The ministry stated that the enhancement of the power systems in the islands was valued at $75,600, noting that the project was slated to be completed within a 4-month period since commencement. It expressed confidence that this will assist in producing more energy via renewable resources. The government aims to ensure that 33% of the energy utilized in the Maldives within the next 5 years are generated from renewable energy sources. Under the initiatives undertaken to achieve this overachieving goal, solar panels producing 67.5 megawatts of electricity have been installed, contributing to 6% of the energy required by the nation. Additionally, the government is also seeking investors to establish 15 megawatt solar PV systems in 13 islands nationwide.
Pakistan provides a donation of $10,000 to Divehi Bahuke Academy, the National Language Institute of the Maldives. The donation was presented to the Minister of Divehi Language, Culture and Heritage, Abdul Nasir Ibrahim, by the High Commissioner of Pakistan, Vice Admiral Muhammad Fayyaz Gilani, in a special ceremony held at the Academy.
Speaking at the ceremony, High Commissioner Fayyaz emphasized the long-standing strong bilateral ties between the Maldives and Pakistan, expressing the commitment of Pakistan to assist the Maldives in various ways during the tenure of President Dr. Mohammad Muiz. The High Commissioner highlighted the ongoing works and projects in the nation assisted by Pakistan in many industries, including the environmental, infrastructural, educational, and the sports industry. He stated that the donation presented was to assist the nation in the culture and heritage field, affirming willingness to strengthen the bilateral relations in the area. During the ceremony, Mr. Adam Nasir underscored the need of the donation to fulfill the goals of the Academy. The minister expressed his sincere appreciation on behalf of the Maldives to Pakistan for the invaluable donation. He also expressed gratitude to the strong foreign policies adopted by President Dr. Mohammad Muiz to enhance bilateral relations. The ceremony was attended by high-profile dignitaries of the ministry and the Academy, as well as the Deputy High Commissioner, Zulkarnain Ahmad.
The National Transport Link Rajya Transport Link RTL commences in 13 inhabited islands across Noon Atoll. The service was inaugurated by the Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation Muhammad Amin in the Ministry of Cities, Local Government and Public Works Adam Sharif Umar in a special ceremony held at Manadu, Noon Atoll.
The task of linking the islands nationwide through transportation services has been assigned to the Maldives Transport and Contracting Company MTCC, with operations divided into 6 primary zones. While the services have commenced for 13 islands of Noon Atoll, RTL has established connections with a total of 81 islands of 9 atolls through ferry transportation services. Speaking at the ceremony, Minister Adam Sharif highlighted the dire need of the service to the islands, underscoring the government's steadfast commitment to provide high-quality services to all. The minister stated that local councils play a pivotal role in expanding such services. During the event, Chief Executive Officer of MTCC, Abdul Ziad, disclosed that RTL services will be provided within Noon Atoll through 3 primary routes. He also assured that the network will soon extend to connect other atolls with Noon Atoll. The RTL services in the atoll will be provided using 2 ferries, each with a capacity of 50 passengers. For the first week of operation, travel will be free of charge. A schedule will be issued on August 1st based on resident demand, and fees will be implemented from that date onwards.
The Maldives Immigration, in collaboration with the Maldives Police Service, detains 16 immigrants working illegally in the Maldives. They were detained during a raid of 4 different places.
Immigration, in collaboration with the Maldives Police Service, launched a special operation to track down illegal immigrants on June 30th. The authority detained 83 immigrants who were working in the Maldives illegally during the first day of the operation. The operation is being conducted in markets, various business establishments, and food outlets in the city. Furthermore, Controller General of Immigration Shamman has stated that identifying expatriates involved in business activities which are not permitted and taking legal action against them are their current priority. He emphasized immigration's efforts to resolve the issue, affirming that the current operations will not be halted. Moreover, Shamman has earlier issued a warning stating that legal action will be pursued against individuals who employ illegal expatriates as well. He emphasized that it is unlawful to engage in financial transactions with foreigners or to hire unauthorized foreign workers, according to the Maldives Immigration Act. He also noted that violators will face penalties as stipulated by law. Additionally, Immigration launched a special online platform, Immigration Watch, to report illegal immigrants as part of its ongoing efforts to curb the issue of illegal immigrants in the country. The authority, along with MPS, has conducted more than 40 raid operations since November 17 last year, deporting more than 2,000 expatriates and detaining more than 150 expatriates. Immigration notes that the deportation process of the detained expatriates is underway. The government is making strategic efforts to tackle this issue. As such, the government aims to expand this operation across all islands nationwide or within the next year and collect information about immigrants to be easily accessed in a single database. The government also targets to solve the issue of illegal immigrants completely within 3 years.
Egypt raised the prices of a wide range of fuel products 4 days before the International Monetary Fund, IMF, conducts a third review of its expanded $8 billion loan program for the country.
The official Gazette of Egypt, citing the Petroleum Ministry, said petrol prices increased by up to 15% per litre, with 80 octane rising to 12.25 Egyptian pounds, 92 octane to 13.75 Egyptian pounds, and 95 octane to 15 Egyptian pounds. Diesel, one of the most commonly used fuels, saw the biggest increase, rising to 11.50 Egyptian pounds from 10 pounds. This is the second time the government has raised fuel prices since the IMF expanded its loan program by $5 billion in March. Egypt has committed to slashing fuel subsidies as part of the agreement. On July 24, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli said prices of petroleum products will gradually increase until the end of 2025, adding that the government could not longer bear the burden of increasing consumption. In April, the IMF estimated that Egypt will spend $6.85 billion in fuel subsidies in 2024-2025 and $5.07 billion in 2025-2026. The IMF's approval for the third review of the expanded loan program was originally expected on July 10 but was pushed back to July 29, with the lender attributing the delay to the finalization of some policy details. The IMF is expected to disburse $820 million to Egypt after concluding its review.
Mexican drug lord Ismael El Mayo Zambada and the son of his former partner Joaquin El Chapo Guzman were arrested in El Paso, Texas, the U.S. Justice Department said.
Zambada and Guzman Lopez, the son of El Chapo, face multiple charges in the U.S. for heading the cartel's criminal operations, including its deadly fentanyl manufacturing and trafficking networks. The arrest of Guzman Lopez was first reported by Reuters ahead of the Justice Department statement. 2 U.S. officials told Reuters that Zambada and Guzman Lopez were detained after landing in a private plane. Zambada is one of the most consequential traffickers in Mexico's history and co-founded the Sinaloa cartel with El Chapo, who was extradited to the United States in 2017 and is serving a life sentence in a maximum security prison. After El Chapo's extradition, his criminal empire was inherited by 4 of his sons, known as Los Chapitos or Little Chapos, who took over his faction of the cartel and became some of the biggest exporters of fentanyl to the United States. U.S. federal prosecutors in February charged Zambada with conspiracy to manufacture and distribute fentanyl, which the Drug Enforcement Administration says is the leading cause of deaths for Americans between the ages of 18 and 45.
An investigation led by AirWars, a London-based non-profit, found that about 75% of all the deaths reported by the Ministry of Health in Gaza matched the names that Palestinian civilians reported online.
Their findings, published, covered the first 17 days of the war and matched 2,236 victims to the first list from the Ministry of Health. Joe Dyke, the head of investigations at Airways, told Reuters he and his team worked over 9 months applying a methodology developed in prior conflicts to gather incident documentation and reports from the ground that continue to be updated. Dyke indicated that the Ministry of Health's casualty list released on October 26th of last year might be an undercount as it only included bodies taken to morgues, omitting those that were never recovered. The initial list included casualties like a confirmed Hamas militant and his family, but the ministry did not label those killed as civilians or Hamas combatants. The United Nations regularly cites the ministry's death toll figures while naming the ministry as the source, and the World Health Organization has voiced full confidence in them. Israeli officials have said the figures are suspect because of Hamas's control over government in Gaza. Israel Foreign Ministry spokesperson Oren Momorostein said the numbers were manipulated and do not reflect the reality on the ground. However, Israel's military has also accepted in briefings that the overall Gaza casualty numbers are broadly reliable. In May, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said 14,000 Hamas fighters and 16,000 Palestinian civilians have been killed in the war.
The NBA announced an 11-year global media rights deal with the Walt Disney Company, NBC Universal and Amazon worth a reported $76 billion and running from the 2025 to 26 through 2035 to 2036 season.
In addition to expanding game coverage for US and global telecast audiences as well as streaming viewers, the contracts figure to boost the value of every NBA team in addition to the salaries of basketball's top superstars. Even though no financial details were officially revealed, ESPN, The Wall Street Journal, and Forbes magazine have reported the $76 billion combined figure for the deals. National Basketball Association Commissioner Adam Silver said that their new global media agreements with Disney, NBC Universal and Amazon will maximize the reach and accessibility of NBA games for fans in the United States and around the world. The move came after the league announced it had rejected a bid by Warner Brothers Discovery to retain its rights by matching Amazon's deal, saying the terms of the offer to remain on US telecaster Turner Sports were not sufficient. All three partners have also committed substantial resources to promote the league and enhance the fan experience. The league's upcoming campaign will be its last for some time, with US coverage on longtime partner TNT. The new deals will keep US coverage on Disney-owned ESPN and ABC, NBC, and Peacock, as well as send a set of games to Amazon Prime video streaming service. ABC and ESPN will remain the television home for US fans of the NBA Finals, Christmas Day games, plus Wednesday and weekend contests. NBC will have opening night plus Sunday and Tuesday game telecast, with Peacock getting Monday games and NBA All-Star coverage. Amazon Prime Video will have rights to NBA Cup, the NBA Play-In Tournament to determine April's final playoff qualifiers, plus games on Thursday and Friday night, as well as be a global destination for NBA League Pass telecasts.
Barbie has added its first ever blind Barbie doll to its diverse collection.
Mattel collaborated with several organizations dedicated to aiding the blind community to create the toy. Among them, the Royal National Institute of Blind People and the American Foundation for the Blind played pivotal roles in ensuring that the doll was a true reflection of a blind individual, thus enhancing representation for the blind community. The foundations provided input on everything from the doll's outfit, the eye gaze, and the company's website, which was made accessible for the blind. Lucy Edwards, a blind broadcaster and disability rights advocate, was the first blind individual in the UK to engage with the doll. Emotionally moved, Edwards expressed a heartfelt wish that a blind Barbie had been available during her own childhood. Notable characteristics include a cane with a tactile marshmallow tip, sunglasses, textured and vibrant fabrics for sensory engagement, practical clothing fastenings, and articulated elbow joints for realistic cane use. The doll's design also takes into account the unique eye gaze often associated with blindness, displaying an upward and outward gaze for added authenticity. The doll is not only a chance to inspire the visual impaired community but also inform sighted individuals. This new edition follows a series of inclusive dolls such as the hearing loss Barbie, Down syndrome Barbie, and Barbie in a wheelchair, each designed to reflect and honor the diversity of the human experience.
And that's all we have for this hour. Thank you for watching. Wish you all a very pleasant day ahead.